My name's Emily Layne. I'm a young adult author of These Wicked Waters, on sale October 22nd of 2019. My writing journey first started all the way back in 2010. That's when I wrote my very first novel. A novel that will never ever see the light of day. Neither will the second, third, or fourth books I wrote. That's right, These Wicked Waters is my fifth book. Behind me you probably see my dog, Bia. She's a golden doodle and she's at the filming of this video about 10 months old. And she follows me wherever I go. But she makes a great writing companion because she keeps my feet warm. Other than that, you might have noticed, or maybe you haven't, but I am expecting. It's my husband Jeff's and my first baby. And she is due January 15th, 2020. And we are so excited. Other than my little family, I love playing disc golf, reading, and of course, because I am pregnant, eating. So maybe you're wondering, where did the idea for These Wicked Waters come from? Actually, it all started with a fire on a cruise ship. My friends and I were on a cruise and we were headed to the Bahamas aboard Grandeur of the Seas, and suddenly at 2 a.m. we were roused out of our beds by stewards pounding on our door. They said that there was a fire and we needed to report to our muster stations. Well, as I was standing there at my muster station, watching these lifeboats be lowered in front of me, having no idea what was going to happen next, this idea came into my mind. Probably the worst timing ever because I was already scared enough, but I thought, what if something darker lies beneath the waves than just fish and sharks, which are pretty dark and scary in themselves. Not a big fan of Shark Week, but sirens. And the idea for These Wicked Waters was born. Now, the idea for These Wicked Waters was just the beginning. This book took years to publish. I first wrote These Wicked Waters back in 2015, and it wasn't until a year later that I signed with my agent, and then almost 2 years after that till I signed with Owl Hollow Press to have These Wicked Waters published. There were times when I wanted to give up on These Wicked Waters, where I thought that no one was going to want to read this book, that sirens just weren't cool anymore, but I didn't. I kept working and I kept pushing, and even when my agent and I put the book on the shelf, there was this idea in the back of my mind thinking, maybe. And today, well, it might have taken 4 years, but These Wicked Waters is going to be published. One thing I'm really excited for about These Wicked Waters is it might seem kind of like a lighthearted novel on the surface, well, until things start getting darker. But there is a lot of depth to the characters and to the events if you take some time to really think as you're reading. A lot of people might see Annie as someone who comes off as a little bit spoiled, a little bit bratish, who can't accept what's going on with her sister, which I won't dig in too much. But you'll see that she's just a teenager trying to understand what the world she's in and what's happening. And then, of course, throw in these monstrous creatures into the mix that have a tendency to eat people. So, if you do pick up These Wicked Waters, definitely take the time to really get to know the characters, see the different meanings that are hidden in the book, there are quite a few, and see if the ending comes as a surprise to you or not. Trust me, there was foreshadowing. As for the main character, Annie, do I see myself in her at all? A little bit. So like Annie, I can't swim. In fact, I was even rescued by a lifeguard when I was in the Atlantic Ocean a couple of years ago, and since then I have been way too scared to venture back in. I even get scared in a swimming pool, which it's kind of ironic that I'm, filming this video in front of one. But unlike Annie, I didn't have a lifeguard to give me personal swim lessons. If you want to know a fun fact, These Wicked Waters releases on October 22nd. That's just one day before my birthday. So buying it would pretty much be the best birthday present ever. From this young adult author to you, I hope you pick up a copy of These Wicked Waters and delve deep into the mysteries surrounding the island of Viaii Nisi.